Air India's massive Airbus and Boeing deal is the largest passenger plane order in history. The agreement is significant not only for India but also for Western economies.
The President spoke with the Prime Minister of India earlier today. They discussed the historic agreement for Air India.
Hopefully that should make a big difference to connecting India with the rest of the world.
It has the potential to change air traffic patterns over India. What are the details of this order? How does it benefit India's geopolitical strategy? And why is the deal historic? These are the core questions. Hello and welcome to the core questions. What are the details of this order? Air India, India's largest international airline and second largest domestic carrier, is buying 220 Boeing planes from the United States and 250 passenger planes from the European manufacturer Airbus. This exchange is worth $34 billion, but financial information about Europe's Airbus is not publicly available. Air India has bought 190 Boeing 737 MAX single-aisle planes, 20 Boeing 787s, 10 Boeing 777-9 wide-body aircraft, 210 Airbus A320 and A321neo aircraft, and 40 Airbus A350s. Some of these planes will enter service this year, with the remainder arriving by the middle of 2025. Furthermore, the order includes more than just planes. Air India has also signed MOUs, or Memorandums of Understanding, with Rolls-Royce for 68 Trent XWB-97 engines. This is the largest order ever placed for this engine. The XWB is only used to power the Airbus A350-1000. Air India has also ordered Rolls-Royce XWB-84 engines, the only engine option for the Airbus A350-900, as well as a significant order of 60 engines from General Electric. This puts the total order value between $70 and $80 billion, which includes both aircraft and engines. How exactly does such a big order benefit India? This is geopolitical strategy at its finest, and others can learn from India's approach to bilateral relations. Once the deal was official, U.S. President Joe Biden called the deal a, and I quote, historic agreement. And during a phone call that he made to PM Narendra Modi, Biden stated that this landmark agreement will create 1 million jobs across 44 of the 50 U.S. states. The United Kingdom is also overjoyed with this agreement. A large portion of the manufacturing, including wings and engines, will take place in the UK. PM Rishi Sunak stated that this will result in hundreds of, and I quote, better paying jobs and new opportunities across the country, as well as investments in the UK. More trade ties with a growing economic power like India, according to British Prime Minister Sunak, will ensure that the UK remains a player in global growth. PM Modi stated that the Tata's and Airbus deal reflects already strong ties between India and France. Modi stated, and I quote, whether it is the issue of security and stability in the Indo-Pacific or global food security and health security, India and France are making a positive contribution. French President Emmanuel Macron responded that France is fully committed to providing India with cutting-edge technology and that the agreement is a watershed moment for the two countries. Echoing the sentiments of many Indians on the significance of the Air India deal, well-known cricket commentator Harsha Bhogle also tweeted, and I quote, I hadn't imagined a day would come when an American president would issue a statement that an order placed by an Indian company would lead to 1 million American jobs. The agreement is regarded as historic because the global economic slowdown continues to affect Europe, which is on the verge of recession. Furthermore, this agreement provides additional opportunities for India to fill the void by China, allowing us to leapfrog China in terms of international relations and financial strength. Why is this deal historic? It's not just the 470 aircraft ordered. It's also the fact that this deal brings together some of the world's economic powers and has implications for the aviation industry. This agreement is a solid attempt to win traffic from Emirates, Qatar Airways, Etihad, and other carriers that regularly transport Indian customers through their Dubai and Doha hubs. Indian travelers currently rely heavily on international airlines to travel abroad. They can now easily travel abroad on a domestic airline. Indeed, demand for air travel in India has increased significantly over the last decade as a result of robust economic growth, higher disposable incomes that make air travel accessible to millions of people, and approximately 500 airports across the country and counting. Because these carriers can complete non-stop flights serving Indians in India as well as NRIs, Air India's new ownership of wide-bodied aircrafts will easily allow Air India to enter lucrative routes. Air India is expected to be a major competitor to IndiGo, which has established dominance in the domestic air travel market in recent years as well. Following this transaction, Air India's fleet is expected to grow exponentially and eventually surpass IndiGo's domestic fleet of 300 aircraft. In addition, the deal is essentially a makeover of Air India. People associated the Maharaja mascot with exceptional service, but passenger complaints increased in recent years as Air India struggled financially. The new CEO, Campbell Wilson, is actively working to restore Air India's reputation as a world-class airline rather than a sluggish, rundown operation with an aging fleet and poor service. Tata Sons chairman N. Chandrasekaran sums it up well. He states, and I quote, "This order is an important step in realizing Air India's ambition to offer a world-class proposition serving global travelers with an Indian heart." Now that you know all about the Air India mega deal, do you think that Air India is going to be India's go-to airline? Are you going to be selecting Air India flights for your next trip? Be sure to leave your comment below and like and share this video as well. Thanks for watching the Core Questions by the Times of India. Until next time, this is Priyanka Deo signing off. Namaste.